The studio lights were bright, the cameras were rolling, and everything looked completely normal. But in just a few moments, that familiar atmosphere changed into something unforgettable. Bradley Walsh stood there, smiling as he always does, the same warm smile that has comforted millions of viewers for years. Yet behind that smile, something deeper was stirring. His voice, usually so steady and playful, carried a quiet weight that no one could ignore. As he began to speak, the room seemed to hold its breath. Bradley paused. Not the kind of pause meant for laughter, not the kind that leads into a joke. This pause was different. You could see it in his eyes, glossy, emotional, fighting a battle between professionalism and the heart. And then, slowly, the truth surfaced, a deeply personal loss, something close to him, something that mattered far more than words on a script. For the first time in a long while, Bradley Walsh wasn't just a television icon. He was simply a man, feeling everything at once. His voice cracked, not dramatically, but honestly. He tried to laugh it off at first, even throwing in a tiny joke, as if humor could shield him from the moment. That's always been his magic, hasn't it? Turning pain into warmth, sadness into connection. The audience felt it instantly. This wasn't just another emotional moment on live TV. This was raw. This was real. Bradley spoke about memories, moments that once felt ordinary, now suddenly priceless. He talked about laughter shared behind the scenes, quiet conversations no camera ever captured, and that rare kind of bond that doesn't need words to be understood. And then the tears came. Not loud, not forced, just real tears. For a second, Bradley looked away from the camera, wiping his eyes with a soft smile that somehow managed to be both broken and beautiful. He chuckled lightly and said something gentle, a line that made people laugh through their tears. That's Bradley. Even in sadness, he finds a way to make others feel comforted. Fans watching at home were stunned. Social media lit up instantly. Messages poured in from every direction, people sharing their own stories of loss, love, and gratitude. Many said they never expected to cry watching their favorite show, yet there they were, emotional and completely drawn in. Some viewers said it felt like losing a close friend. Others reminded them to hold their loved ones a little tighter tonight. And in that moment, Bradley wasn't alone. He was surrounded by invisible arms, millions of viewers feeling exactly what he felt. As he continued speaking, the mood gently shifted. The sadness softened, replaced with warmth and appreciation. He spoke about legacy, about how love doesn't disappear, and how memories have a funny way of showing up when you least expect them. He even laughed again, a genuine laugh this time, joking about how the person he was honoring would probably tease him for getting emotional on live television. That laugh broke the tension, and it reminded everyone why Bradley Walsh is so deeply loved. He isn't perfect. He isn't pretending. He's human. There was something almost romantic about the moment, not in the usual sense, but in the way love shows up quietly, powerfully, and unexpectedly. Love for people, love for shared journeys, love for moments that shape who we become. Bradley ended his words with gratitude. Gratitude for the time shared, for the lessons learned, and for the chance to feel so deeply, even when it hurts. The cameras kept rolling, but the atmosphere had changed forever. Fans later said it felt like witnessing history, a reminder that even those who make us laugh every day carry their own silent stories. And sometimes letting the world see that vulnerability is the bravest thing of all. What made this moment unforgettable wasn't the tears, it wasn't the sadness, it was the honesty. It was seeing someone who has spent a lifetime entertaining others finally allowing himself to be comforted by them in return. And maybe that's why this moment resonated so strongly, because we all know what it feels like to lose something important, to say goodbye, to smile through pain, to laugh so we don't cry, and then cry anyway. Bradley Walsh reminded us that it's okay. It's okay to feel. It's okay to pause. It's okay to be human. And as the show moved forward, one thing became clear. This wasn't an ending. It was a tribute, a quiet celebration of connection, memories, and love that continues long after words fade. So if this moment touched you, you're not alone. If it made you emotional, that's because it was meant to. And if it reminded you of someone special in your own life, maybe tonight is the perfect time to remember them with a smile. Because in the end, love is what remains.